good morning and welcome to my vlog. Okay. So today I have like a little headshot photo shoot thing for this festival I'm in. So this is like a get ready with me video, and also just like whatever I feel like that. Whatever I feel like talking about. Not really sure when I'll get the headshots. I don't even know if we get them. I'm assuming we get them. But they haven't given us a lot of details. Maybe they did and I just wasn't paying attention. I'm also bad at poses. I kind of hope that it's not just headshots, because they did like slot us in for half an hour each, and that's like a lot of time for just a headshot. Like I've had headshots 10 minutes, like tops. I hope that I do at least like one full body shot, because I have not gotten like a good photo of myself. Like I haven't had a good headshot in like 3 years, and I haven't gotten like a good body shot. I don't think I've ever had a good body shot, to be completely honest. Oh my god, there's a thing in my eyeball. Okay, it's gone. I've not gotten a good body shot, like a full body shot, or even like I don't think I've ever gotten like a medium shot of myself. So whenever I had like an audition or a job application or something, it's like headshot and full body shot. I like use ones from when I was like 15, or crappy ones from recently, and I hate them all. Ugh. It's fine. Hopefully today that changes at least the headshot part. And if there's extra time, I might be like, hey, can I get a body shot? I'll give you $20. I'll pay for it right now. I have a $5 bill in my wallet. Ding, ding, ding. I think the vibe of my photo shoot, I picked out 2 fits last night, and I haven't decided quite which one I want to use. Like I think I know, but I do kind of really like the other one. It feels very like minty fresh. Cause I have like a fancy and then like a casual cute. And the only problem with the casual cute is that the shirt has like a print on it, and I'm not sure. It's not like a logo, so it doesn't say like Supreme on it or anything. So it's not like bad. It's just like it's a graphic tee, so if I do end up taking like bigger shots, I feel like that usually like plain stuff is like what you want, what is happening over here. No patterns especially. I went through my closet and I was like, oh, this is cute, but it has a pattern and that's not gonna work. Like I bought this cute vest. I couldn't say cute. I bought this cute vest the other day. Actually no, that was a while ago now. But it's like a vest, like a Pip Pip Cheerio kind of vest, and I really like it. But it's like very stripy, so on camera, like I'm sure on like a good camera it'll look fine. On camera it does come out looking like my eyeballs can't handle it. Even just looking at it in real life is a little bit of a lot. It's a little bit of a lot. So I was like, no, it's not the vibe. Maybe another day. Maybe when it's like more of a funky, when I like know the vibe, and if it is going pattern crazy. And then like a ton of my button ups are all patterns. They all have stripes basically. So maybe later I'll put on both of the outfits and see which one I'm vibing with more. Yeah, it's snowing a lot, and it hasn't really snowed this year yet, so it's kind of crazy. And it's already February, so I'm like kind of hoping that it doesn't last very long. Like it lasts for February, and then by March we're like feeling the spring vibes again. Because I really like spring. I think it is my favorite season. Even every month sometimes I'm like, I don't actually know. But I've kind of always said that summer is my least favorite, just because it's so damn hot and there's nothing you can do about it. Sure, I can have an ice cream, but it's not as comforting as like winter when you get a hot chocolate. Like that's so satisfying when you just come out from outside and you get like a hot cup of cocoa and you hold it in your hands and you're like, and you breathe in and you get like chocolatey warmness, and it like the steam fills up your face and nostrils, and it just feels good. Like you don't get that with like ice cream. You have it and then it melts right away. And then autumn is like okay, but it is kind of sad, just because everything looks sad and dreary. Especially Canadian autumns, I feel like kind of suck because it lasts for a while and it gets really cold, and then all the trees are just dead, and it's cold. Like there's no like pretty colors or anything at this point. Like by like November, it's just gross. It's just like, ah, it's gray outside, and that's not very fun. Winter is kind of fun. I feel like it depends where you are. I think I really like East Coast winters. West Coast winters, at least in like Alberta, are way too cold. It gets stupid. I don't like it. It was like -30 every other day, and I don't like that. I think the East Coast has pretty good winters because you get like a lot of snow, and it's usually like packing snow, like fluffy. Ooh, I almost burnt myself. Fluffy snow, and it's like kind of nice, and the sun comes out sometimes. It's like a little bit. It's not perfectly straight, but honestly, I don't really care if it's perfectly straight all the way across. I'm okay with like the edges being like a little bit wavy and stuff like that, just because it feels more natural. Although it is really noticeable when I straighten my hair how uneven it is, because I cut it like a few months ago. Which reminds me, have you seen my undercut? Is no longer an undercut. It's just like a little tiny tuft of hair. I need to look at that. Look at how much hair that is. Anyway, I need to shave it again, but I don't trust myself with a razor, and I haven't organized for anyone else with a razor to do it. So that's a later problem. Oh my gosh! Wait, This is Fit One. Don't ignore my room. It's really dirty, but this is Fit One. It's got like a cute little blue top thing with like fancy shoulder blouse stuff going on, and then dress pants for fancy. I don't know why, but I'm actually really feeling this one. I don't know, it just feels nice to like wear. I feel like a cool person, a fun person. I feel funky fresh. This is really dark for some reason. Anyway, so you got like these cute little like wide legged cream sweats, white sweats. They kind of look white. They're low-key see-through, like you can see the pocket really hardcore, so I'm wearing like booty shorts underneath. And then the top has like this graphic on it, but it's not like a logo, like a brand, so I think it's okay. So don't judge me, I'm not good at makeup, I don't actually know how to do it. I feel like I always go like that when I'm doing my makeup, and I don't know why. I don't think it does anything, but I'm always like the wall, come on, sing with me, sing the words are linked to that key, it's a pattern, then just repeat after me. Ugh, Steven Universe is such a show that exists in the world. I honestly have very mixed feelings about actually I don't have mixed feelings. I do like the show. I actually started watching it back when it like first came out with my best friend, because she was like obsessed with the show, and so she like basically like forced me to watch like the first couple episodes, and I was like not vibing with it. I was like, what is this childish bullshit? I was like, I don't like it. It's like not good. I was like, I didn't think the jokes were very funny, and I was like kind of bored. I didn't know what was happening. Like none of the episodes made sense to me either. I think my brain was too small to understand what was happening. And I was just like, I don't really vibe with this. So I didn't watch it on my own time. And she would, whenever we would hang out, she would like mention it and mention the show and like talk about it a little bit. And she was really obsessed with like, she liked getting like little like figurines, pins. I don't know. We went to a con one time and she got like merchandise from the show. And I was like, and she also kept on pointing out like people that were cosplaying from the show. And I was like, oh, damn, they're kind of cool. And then about like a year ago, over a year ago now, but almost like 2 years ago, I like saw something about Steven Universe on like my YouTube, and I think I watched it, and then I was like, I should watch Steven Universe just to like see what it's all about, like what all the hullabaloo is about. And I still think the like first few episodes are still kind of trash. Like rewatching them is fine, but like the first watch of them, because you don't know any of the characters and none of them are really likable yet. But it definitely grew on me, and I really enjoy. I think the thing that really hooked me is I would listen to the soundtrack of the series, and I just vibed with the soundtrack really hard because it was just like super cute songs, like stuff that like, I don't know, feels good, and they're all about like love and joy and happiness and stuff, and I was like, oh, this makes my heart so warm. And the little bleeps and bloops and the like more technological or electronic sounding music, I guess, I thought that was cool, and I liked the contrast of like the electronic and the like ukulele basically, and it felt very like magical and nice, and I was like, I like listening to this. I like listening to music when I'm like studying and stuff, just because it makes me feel good on the inside. But yeah, I ended up watching the show all last year, and I really like it. I think the only thing I hated was the Sadie, and that basically anything having to do with Sadie, but her whole thing. But I always really enjoyed whenever there were like gemstone stuff or like the history, the lore stuff. I always loved. I'm not really saying anything. I'm saying a lot of words, but saying a lot of nothing. Do I look too white? Sometimes I don't like add a lot of shading and stuff, just because like I also blush really easily, so I don't usually add that much blush. But maybe I should. I don't know if it looks natural. Also, this annoys me because this just showed up. This scar showed up yesterday. And other than that, it would have just been bumpy. It would have been not irritated and red. But my face is doing better than it has been the last few weeks. So that's kind of nice. People usually say to look at your makeup in like natural light to see if it actually blended and stuff. My eyes are popping. I look kind of cute. So far, like 5 people have voted on the poll, and right now we're leaning like by like 10% to one side, which is the this fit actually, the pink. So that's kind of exciting. I kind of hope it stays that way because I don't want it to change again. But if more people, like if more credible people vote for the blue side, like the blue outfit, then I'll change. And by credible, I mean like people that I know that know like, I don't know, that have good sense of style. People I'm like, oh, you dress nicely. Versus people that like don't, you know, it depends. It depends. I need to look at who votes, not just how many votes there is. Right now, I'm just kind of like gathering some stuff I need. I'm gonna have some breakfast, or I guess brunch at this point. And then I pretty much have to go. Okay, so once I actually go out into the wilderness, I probably won't film anything. Because it's cold outside, and my phone dies really heckin' fast when it's cold outside. So I don't want to deal with that, and also I don't have gloves, so my fingies would be cold if I were like, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So I'm bundling up for the cold. The neck has been protected. I have my little fanny pack. Okay, so update time. I don't know where to go. I'm lost. Well, I'm not lost. I'm here. I went to the address that they gave me, but it's like a residence hall. And I went up to like the front desk lady. I was like, hey, do you like know what's happening? And she was like, no. And I was like, I don't know where to go. All I have is this number of the building. It's really big. I'm assuming we're not like in a dorm room. I don't see any signage. I don't see any pink from the festival, so I'm just gonna like walk around. I texted the like manager of the festival, but I'm not sure if she's even there at the headshots, so I don't know how useful that is, and I don't know the number of anyone else, so this is why I left early, but it starts in like 5 minutes. Huh? I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Where do I go? Life is so hard. The lady said that somebody came up earlier about something, and they went
outside? I don't know. It was really unclear. She was like, they went diagonally at the cafe, so I think they might be outside. And I was like, what is it? Oh my god, it's so cold.
I found it. It was the same place as last time. They put a weird address down. It's fine. I'm not mad or anything. It's fine. It's fine.
Stress-related hormones, they're actually hopefully going to be decreased by being more likely to be able to fight off diseases.
Don't let me down, 'cause baby, I've been good for ya. Just take me like a vitamin, I'm good for ya. Don't need someone to tell me that I'm good enough. Yeah.
So, I thought I would talk about the photo shoot like a little bit. Also, I don't know why, but I really like my hair right now like this. It's giving something, I don't know what, but I like it. Yeah, the photo shoot went pretty well. I found the space. The space was the same space that the orientation for the festival was at, which is a different address than they gave us. And while I was doing my photo shoot, one of the like managers there, she filmed a video to tell people where to go. So I'm glad I set the precedent for letting other people know where to actually go. Oh my god, my hair is on me. But yeah, it went pretty well. The photographer was very sweet. She was like super chill. She was like kind of quiet actually, but I kind of vibed with that. So before the photo shoot, I was like talking because we had to take rapid tests beforehand to make sure I wasn't, you know, giving them diseases. And we were just talking. They were like, "How do you feel about the headshot photo shoot, Minuet?" And I was like, "I feel okay." Just because I said I'm not very photogenic, but that's not entirely true. Like, I think I look like fine in photos. Like, I don't look exceptionally awful. Like, I can take good photos, but I'm just really bad at like being comfortable in front of the camera, I guess. Like, I can't, I don't know what to do with my face because I also never know like what the vibe is, I guess. Like, I don't know. I'm always just like, I just smile the best I can, but I'm also bad at smiling when people tell me to smile, so it's like really awkward. And when I like force a smile, or sometimes when I smile naturally, only one side of my face goes up, so I'm like, I don't think that was even properly done. But the point is, it's bad, basically. And there was music playing as well, which was such like, it's not even that noticeable, to be completely honest, when it's there. Like, the music isn't overpowering or anything, but I think it's very important to have music playing during a photo shoot. It just is so awkward without it. Like, it helps me personally feel like more natural and more like I can just like stand there, and it helps with like the vibe of the song. Like, if it's very dramatic, I can be like, ooh, 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 ooh. I did this at one point. She really liked that. She really liked the like flower, like dramatic. It's giving, I don't know what this is. I think it's from Whacking. I don't know. This is just such like a pose. It's giving like Shakira, Beyonce, something like that. We got a chair for like the last few minutes as well, so that was kind of fun. I think the poses I looked the best in were the ones where I was like relaxing on my hand. We did some of like these kind of things where I was just kind of like thinking about stuff, and I think those came out the most natural. I don't really think those would work for a classical headshot, like a traditional headshot. Classical headshot. What is a classical headshot? A traditional headshot. She did ask at the very beginning. She was like, "Do you have like a better side of your face?" Basically, like a preference. Or is like there a bad side? Is there a good side? Do you have a good side? I think that's what she asked. And I don't actually know if I have like a better side or a worse side. I know everybody technically does because like everyone's face is uneven, but I haven't decided which one is better or worse. It really depends on like which side the acne is worse on, but that like is a day by day flip. Like today I mentioned I had this guy, but then I also have like these guys over here. So there's not really a better side. I guess this side has like the mole, so that's more like distinctual. Like, oh, who's Minuet? She's the one with a little mole on her like chin. which I also always forget is like a feature that I have. I don't know why, but it's not something I think about. Like if I were to draw myself, I would 100% forget to add this to my face. It's just not something I like process as a part of my body for some reason, and I don't really know why. We didn't get a full body shot, but we did get like mid body shots. I need to get like a photo shoot done for myself just for fun, I think is what I have to do. There is a space that was doing like open space, basically like a photo shoot space, and you could like rent it out for half an hour. They were doing like a Valentine's Day special or something like that. And I was like kind of thinking about doing that, but they're not like giving you a camera. They said they had a tripod set up so that you can put your phone up, and like they'd have like lighting and everything. So I guess that would help, but still my camera is just so bad. Like if I had like a slightly better camera, I might be like, yeah, that sounds good. But it's just like a crappy, like imagine me doing like selfie. I don't even want to. I don't want to think